couple years ago, I believe God started to show me a picture. It may have been in prayer or just in thought, but this same thought kept coming up. Here's the picture that I began to get. The picture was a man, and this guy was clearly someone who went to the gym. Maybe think of someone like a bodybuilder. My boy wasn't doing well proportionately. And when you hear that, you might be thinking, oh, stereotypical big guy up top, little legs down below. No, that's not the picture that I was getting. In this picture that I was getting, my boy on the right side, his right hemisphere of his body, if that's how you want to say it, was jacked. This guy was huge. He was clearly working out that side of the body. But on the left side, you know, skin and bones. This guy had no muscle. It was clear that there was some serious misalignment in his body. And as I began to sit with this picture, I believe that the Holy Spirit began to speak to me about my faith walk and began to put me in the shoes of that person and began to speak to me about that things in my faith walk came naturally to me. His right side, for instance, this is in myself, I'm right handed. And so I began to think about things that are just natural for me. When it comes to my faith, these are things that are just second nature almost. So, worship, serving, encouraging others. These are things maybe I don't, not that I don't put them into practice, they're kind of just things that I do. But on the left side of my body, there was clearly some things I think the Lord was calling me to put more work into, more formation into. And specifically for me, these were just reading my Bible. This was something that I've always fought, and it's been very hard to keep consistent. Other things were church tradition. As a Christian, why do we believe certain things, and not just surface level? Why do we believe these things? And what I believe the Lord was showing me was if I continued down this route of relying so heavily on this right side of my body, my these things that were so natural to me, what would happen over time as I begin to continue to walk and in life, it would cause serious misbalances in my body. And if anybody knows anything about the body and a little bit about misalignment, over time, if you don't use muscles, they begin to atrophy. They begin to really hurt you in your body if you don't use them. There's that famous saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. And so I believe what the Holy Spirit was speaking to me through this was you can continue to rely on these things that you know, and it's not bad. Continue to do these things. But there are some serious ways that you need to grow as you continue to walk with me, because if you don't, your body is going to be seriously misaligned. So I say all that to say, I'm sharing this story with you because I believe that this was a powerful way that the Lord spoke to me, and it helped me to really begin to form these other practices that now I rely on. You know, I feel more balanced in my body, if that's a way to say it, and I feel more stable with my walk with God, where before I felt a lot of ups and downs. And I see now that I needed that stability. I needed my body to be working the right way. So, as you maybe think about this, what are some ways that God's maybe speaking to you through this picture?